Classical saxophone playing is a hard thing to get into. Your teachers are going to tell you to get that beautiful, ultra costly saxophone. Well, let me tell you that there is another option for you. This is the AS5200, and I am recommending it for you. Howdy everybody, my name is Andrew King. We are here at 𝗪𝗻𝚻. Don't forget to visit us at 𝗪𝗻𝚻.com, where I have this magnificent saxophone and so many more to choose and peruse. Today we are going to be talking about the Antigua 𝗪𝗶 AS5200. This is the professional level saxophone from Antigua 𝗪𝗶. This is their specialized classical instrument. Now, when it comes to getting your next instrument and upgrading to that next one, a question you're going to have for yourself is, what do I want to play? I mean, you've been using your student model for so long. You've been learning jazz, you've been learning classical music, you've been learning ensemble work, how to play with others, playing by yourself. You've been learning all of those things. So sometimes it's kind of part of the decision making when you go for that next saxophone. And boy, do I got that next one for you. If you're a big fan of playing well with a quartet, whether you're playing in an ensemble or you're wanting to play with a piano player and have a very well-rounded dark tone where you're easily able to blend but also have some of that power behind it as well, I have here the perfect answer. This is the AS5200 AM. Now, we've talked about the other AS5200, the AS5200 LQ, which is their standard lacquer. That one we've had in the shop as well, but this is a beautiful kind of honey amber. I think they just call it amber, but this is a beautiful amber finish, and that's what all the big boys are doing nowadays. Yamaha's got a new amber version. There's a bunch of different amber version finishes everywhere else, and let me tell you, this is also one of those more beautiful tones as far as a finish goes. And we know Antigua 𝗪𝗶 at this point, if you've been following the channel for a while. Antigua 𝗪𝗶 is the king of having beautiful finished saxophones across their different lines, whether it's the Pro 1, you got your power bells, and here on the 5200 series, this is where it's at. This horn has such a beautiful tone, a nice, well-rounded tone. I used my rubber vintage Meyer 7. That is the New York edition. I used a ZZ Jazz reed with it as well. And the reason why is there's going to be a kind of a succession of these videos, but I want to kind of have very easy to see tone disparities between the three, because when you have these kind of instruments, you want to know what the differences are. So we already did a video on the 3108, which is their student model. That had a nice baseline tone to it. We did the jazz horn, we did the strong pop in 4248, which is the power bell, and now we're going to end it off nice and round with the 5200. The 5200 sports many great features ergonomically. It's very well balanced, has a good hefty weight to it. I think that this instrument plays great, especially in adult hands. If you were a student or your smaller hands and everything, it's also well rounded, especially in the low E flat C key, and it's easily reachable for your B flat G sharp table down here. If you're going to be bending down to your B flats, playing your G sharps, it's just very approachable. I also really respect having these, the A sharp, your C, and your high E key all well put right here. I've had instruments where these parts are way higher and you have to kind of go, wah, right? This is really approachable ergonomically. I think that if you're going to be looking for your first professional instrument, this is a really good choice. It has a very nice balanced tone. You're going to have some restriction to it. It's not going to be a super free-blowing instrument, but what that gives you, that kind of back pressure that you have, what that gives you is a beautiful, dark, solemn tone that is able to easily blend in with their with your surrounding ensemble. And you want that for sure, especially if you're playing in college. If you're going to college and you're needing a good priced horn, we're not all going to be able to afford that $5,000, $7,000 saxophone that every teacher is telling you to get. So if you're going, say, going to your community college and you're like, hey, I want to try this out, I want to get into a good instrument, but in order to do your lessons, you need a good horn. You're not going to be able to do that kind of playing on a student model. This is a really good option. It's a great price. Check it out at 𝗪𝗻𝚻.com. I would really appreciate that. Well, hey, let's go ahead and listen to the video of me playing it. I'll let you take a listen, and we'll talk more when I get back. Thanks. So what did you guys think? Now, I used a jazz setup on this. In the last video we did on the AS5200, the standard lacquer version, I used a nice classical setup on it. So if you can kind of hear the differences, you can kind of tell this instrument has a beautiful restrictive tone to it. When I play on my jazz setup, I do want that free blowing and everything, but it does not lend itself very well to having a well-rounded tone. Usually how I characterize mine is a nice spear. It's just going straight ahead. It's going to kind of pierce through anything, and you're going to hear it. But sometimes when I'm playing with an ensemble or I'm playing with my quartet and we're just playing all the fun Ghibli music that I want to play, I want my alto tone to be able to blend very well with the soprano, to be lower than the soprano. I don't want it to be overpowering. I want it to have the darkness that a tenor has so I can blend well with the tenor part if we're playing together. And I definitely don't want to overpower a bari sax. I mean, you want to have the well-rounded tone. This is a beautiful saxophone for that. It's also just gorgeous. I very much recommend it on that front alone. These different finishes and everything, you're not going to have the huge bell that you get on the power bell. You got a nice medium-sized bore on the neck and the taper and whatnot. It's also super approachable ergonomically. Honestly, this is a great choice if you are a student looking to upgrade, or if you're trying to like just finished out of college or anything like that, and you're wanting to get a good instrument at a good price that isn't breaking the bank. These Antigua winds are perfect for that working man. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and leave a like. That does help us in the long run. It keeps us kind of going, gets us recommended to more people, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks.